G'day friends, and welcome to our Saturday Anything Goes. So today I'm going to be sharing another page from the 6x8 album that I'm creating. I'm just going to try and fix this up a bit so that it's a little bit straighter, and I've gone completely off track there. That's a little bit better. Just going to move that back a bit. So last week I shared 2 pages with you. So this week we're going to do 2 more pages. Now I have been asked about the measurements and tutorial. There will be a tutorial available for sale at the end of the series, and it will include other pages that I will be creating off camera. Okay, so it's a 6x6 interactive page. 6x8 interactive page, and it'll have pocket pages as well as just these straight pages, the interactive pages we're doing. So today we're going to be creating this one and this one. So this one opens up like that. Love this paper. And you could also put a big 5x7 photo here if you wanted to. You could put a couple of 4x3s or whatever size you wanted to. But I'll probably just put a big 4x6 photo there. And you could also do the same to here. I don't have any. I do. So you could have a couple of these. They're 4x3s. And you could also have a 4x3 on either side of this as well. Okay. I don't decorate my albums as I go. I sort of decorate it as when I finish. So that's the page 1 we're doing, and then this is the other page. So it's a double pocket. These are 2 3x4s. You could also have them that way. And then this is 4x6. Okay. Okie dokie. So we'll just put that there, and we're going to do this one first. We'll bring in our kit. I think I've got everything. Okay. Now I've already pre-done a lot of stuff. Now with this album, I am going to put a spine down here, this side, to bring it back to 6x. Well, actually it's a 6x8 1/4, not 6x8. But I like to reinforce it, and it gives it just that little bit more stability and strength down the side. Okay, so what we're going to do is just burnish along this scored line so it's nice and crisp and clean, crisp fold. And we're just going to put a little bit of glue down one side of it. You could use tearing tape if you wanted to, or whatever you've got, but I just use the green glue. And we're going to put this right there, and we're going to butt it up along that scored line. We're not putting it right on that scored line, okay? And making sure that it's nice and straight and even on both sides. You can always trim off excess anyhow. And I just grab my bone folder and I just burnish along that part we've just glued down. Then what I'm going to do is add glue to the other side and just fold that over and burnish it down again. That way it helps spread out your glue and it will help it adhere properly. Okay, so that's done. Then what we're going to do is these flaps. Okie dokie. So we'll bring in our pieces of paper. Oops. Oops, daisy. Okay. Now, as I said, I've already pre-scored these, so we're just going to burnish along those scored lines. Got glue everywhere here. I don't know where I've got that from, but we're not going to see that anyhow. Grab our bone folder. Just want to make sure that these are nice and straight. Go both sides, grab this one and just repeat that same process. Okay, then what I want is the larger piece of the two, I want it on the inside. So it's going to sit like that, and then this piece is going to sit like that. Okie dokie. So we'll put a little bit of glue on here. Now, excuse me, I'm just going to eyeball. Excuse me, I'm just going to eyeball this and I'm butting it up against the end of this spine, and I'm just going to press down. Now I'm putting against that spine because remember that is our spine and this is the width of our page, okay? So we don't want it at the end of the spine, because we're going to put holes through here, so you don't want a hole through your flap. Then we're going to grab this one. Flip this around to the side. I always like to flip it around so I know I'm getting it nice and straight. And I'm going to put it against the side so that it's nice and even, and butt it up against this side, and at the same time we want it in line with this one we've just stuck down. And it needs to be in line top and bottom, okay? In this instance, if you wanted to, you could offset them to make one down here, one up there, so that it opens at different heights. And that's done, okay? Just like that. Pretty easy, eh? Then we're going to put our big piece down here. And again, I'm using the pink stripe. I love this pink stripe. Now this is a Christmas paper from Paper Rose. Pretty in Pink Christmas it's called. And they're a company in South Oz, in Australia. Okay, so we're just going to go down like that, so it's nice and even all the way around. just folding it out like that. Okay, easy peasy. Now, you don't really need to, but I have put a couple of magnets on here to hold them shut. And as I just said, you don't really need to, but I'm going to. So we'll just grab a couple of magnets. And we'll grab a couple of little stickers. Now these are from, I've actually got these from Uniquely Created. They've just started bringing them out, so I grabbed a couple of packs, and these are the little stickers that you put on the back of your magnets, and then you've got a little tab here. Just pull that off and your magnet stays put. So when you're using magnets, you don't want to put it too close to the end, because you still want your paper to stick around it. So I sort of try and put it probably about there, and that way it's far enough away from that edge and it's far enough away from here. So all we're going to do is pick that up. Oh, actually, no, we're not. We're sticking the bottom down. We've got to glue it down first before we pick it up. Okay. So let's put this on first, then we might be able to pick it up. Oops. So I just press down on that to adhere it, and then lightly, gently pull that tab off. Then press down. And that's it. Easy peasy, eh? So then what we're going to do is put our pieces of paper. So that piece will cover up that magnet. You know what? I haven't chopped the piece of paper. That's okay. I'm going to put this over here, and we're going to do this side, just like that. And I'll put another piece in here. I might put this same piece in the middle here. Okay, but I'll do that off camera. I don't want to hide these little V-dubs. I love V-dubs. Now I'm going to have a link in the description below for you to be able to check out Robbie's project that she's creating today as well. It'll take you straight to her YouTube channel, so be sure to check on that to see what she's created. Here it is here. This is my favourite album to create, is the 6x8. Love it. So much you can do with them. Now when we stick this down, we also want to make sure that our pieces are lined up along the top and along the bottom, eh? And again, I go over everything with my bone folder. Love me bone folder. There you go. So that's done. Okay, so that's that bit. And as this section. I will do that later off camera. So that page is done. And what we're going to do is flick it over and we're going to do the back. Just going to get some glue, a rubber. Now I'm just going to clean this rubber off. Whoops. This glue, I should say. Okay. Then what we're going to do is do these 3 pockets. Okay, so I've got one piece here. Now I've just got to work out how I've done this. Okay, okie dokie. I've got this piece, so those go on together like that. So let's do that, eh? Could use this side if you wanted to, but I'm going to stick with the original. I think I've done it all the same, and that's okay because these pages won't be all together. They're going to be scattered throughout the album, and you probably won't even realise that they are done the same way. So we're just going to do that. Now, another thing you could do is just put a white strip along the top. You don't have to put it onto a piece of cardstock, but I like to have that strength. Then we've got a couple of pieces of DSP, and we are going to put this piece here. I think that's how it works. And this big piece, that's it. Well, that big piece will go like that. Okay, so let's do this piece. This is our DSP, and nothing will go in this DSP. This is just to decorate our page. And instead of just using the whole piece and covering it up, what I've done is just cut enough off so that it actually covers, oh that's right, we've got a magnet there, haven't we? Actually covers a little bit of the pocket, or well, goes down into the pocket, so you don't really see it. And I thought, why waste that whole strip? Then we're gonna put that aside. So this goes like that. Okay. I've got another piece, and this is going to go on here like that. Okay. Again, I've cut it so that it's long enough to go in the pocket, but not right down, because again we don't want to waste it all. We can use that little bit of extra piece we've cut off further on down the track for something. So this is going to go up the top, again leaving a nice white border all the way around. Just like that. Now this piece will form our bottom pocket. Just like that. Now as I said, you didn't have to layer this onto the extra piece of basic white. You could have just put a strip along the top and then put your DSP down here. But I like that little bit of extra strength. Now I've got to keep telling myself, this is a pocket. This is a pocket. So we don't want any glue along the top. I'm very good at doing that and forgetting. So all we're doing is adding a little bit of glue along the bottom and both sides. And we're just going to put this down the bottom. Just like that. Then I'll grab my bone folder again, good old bone folder, and just burnish along that line, those scored lines, or those glued lines. Okay, now I tend not to stick anything in the pocket until it's completely dry and I know it's dry, because I don't want the sides to come up. Again, you could have used tear tape, but remember, the more you take away from the sides, the less wide this is going to be and the less you can fit in width-wise. Then, this is a pocket, this is a pocket. As I said, I've got to keep reminding myself, this is a pocket. Is that the right way? Yep. This is a pocket. I'm sure there's ways around it. If we ever make a mistake, we can figure that out as we go. Again, I've added glue around the two sides and along the bottom, and we're just going to match this up with our DSP. I have actually taken, what I might do, that's better. No, it's not. What I have done is taken the pocket, or the edge of the pocket, all the way down to the bottom. Because it's got a white strip showing, I thought it's just as good to take it right down the bottom. And I'm just reinforcing or burnishing along that glued edge. Okay, and that is basically our pages done. So these two, I've made them into a 3x4, and they can just go and sit in there like that. And this is our 4x6, and it can sit in there like that. So that's our page today, and that's our page number 1. And I've still got to do these two flaps. Okay, so, and I'll show you our page 1 from last week. Goes like that, and it opens down, and that sits there like that. Now I'll have a link below to this tutorial for you, and this is a pocket as well, and it has a little booklet that you can add photos to it. Okay, so that's page 1 and 2, and then this is our pages 3 and 4 today. And in saying that, it may not be page 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 in the album once we're into it, or finish it off. Okie dokie. Okay, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it, and I'll have the link to Robbie's blog in the description below, or to Robbie's project in the description below. Okay, thanks a lot, and have a great day. See ya. Hooray.